Hi guys, in this video I'm going to be looking at this ugly little fella.
Gruffy Crow.
Okay, so a friend of mine picked this up from a shop he really likes. They sells a lot of sort of second-hand miniatures. He sent me some photos of what halflings they had, and this is one of them. And I thought that's a curiosity. I don't instantly recognise where it's from, and he just, I don't know, looks small and adorable. The bottom says M123. I think that's all the information we've got on there. So I'm going to do my standard thing. I'm going to strip him down and repaint him, and I'll do a little bit of research about where he came from. Though I suspect, looking at his ugly little face and the M there, that he's possibly from Mithril miniatures. So I normally strip metal minis in acetone-free nail varnish remover, and I've got generally got a salsa jar of that kicking around somewhere, but I don't know where that is right now. So instead, on this occasion, I'm just going to use a little amount of isopropyl alcohol. We'll top that up a little bit, which should strip it fairly well with slightly less smell. This is the 99.9% stuff that I have on hand for using with my 3D printer anyway. So I'll leave him in there for a few hours or days probably, and we'll take a look and see if we can get him stripped down. Okay, so he's only been in there 5 minutes, and I'm really impatient. And so unlike when things are painted with really globbed on sort of acrylics and they sort of wrinkle off straight away, whatever this guy was painted with, and it is very matte, but it's not going to instantly come off. Okay, so I located this guy on the Mithril website. I was correct thinking he was a Mithril miniature. He is a discontinued Samwise miniature, and here is him on the website. The alcohol, this has been a few days now and it's not really doing much. There were some chunkier bits of paint around his collar here that I have sort of softened. I was able to just really gently pick out and recover those details. Oh, but actually the blue is bludging a lot easier. He does have such an ugly face, which is weird because the rest of the sculpt, if you literally just sort of cover up his head, the rest of the sculpt's really nice. It's got really good defined details. It's a really clean little sculpt. I was aware of these Mithril minis when I was doing all my research, trying to find as many halflings as possible. But I didn't really like them enough, and because they are in Europe and they got probably stunned for import fees and stuff, I didn't pick any up. So it is cool to have this one in the army. I think what I've done now, though, is I've loosened enough paint on this guy. If I stick him back in here for another sort of 24 hours or so, maybe, hopefully he will. We can get him stripped down to almost brand new. Do you know what? Actually, I'm a little bit impatient. I don't know if this little plastic pot will melt or not with this, but I'm just going to use a little bit of my normal go-to stripper for metal models, which is this acetone-free nail polish remover. Hopefully it doesn't instantly melt through this little jar. Alright, actually, and there we go, after more or less seconds, we've got this guy looking substantially cleaner. And I think we've uncovered any of the details that were sort of gummed up. So, yeah, once again, the acetone-free nail varnish remover I still is my best thing, I think, for stripping metal miniatures. I said before, it'll completely melt through plastic ones. If you want to get paint off fast, it's the way forward. The alcohol's good, and it's fine for plastic minis when you can't use this stuff, but this is definitely still my go-to. So next up, we're going to place this guy on a 25mm round base to match the rest of the halflings in my army. Just a dab of glue under there, nice and central. Then we've got a bit of this wood filler. This is just to hide the gap between the bases. And I'll let that dry and probably just give it a little file. Okay, it's dried pretty smooth actually. Just going to give it a little extra to smooth across. And I'm just going to texture up the base with a bit of this PVA and then a bit of sand. Then he's going to get a coat of the Halfling's Grey Primer. And we're starting this guy off with the same sort of skin colours as I use everywhere else. So this is a base brown and then a midland flesh. I'm trying to sort of already try and shape the face a little bit differently just by using the layers as purposely leaving it a bit darker than I would normally at this stage. The details on the fingers and toes are a little bit shallower than I'm used to on a lot of the other models as well, so it's going to be interesting if I can actually get those to appear with this wash a little bit better. Okay, so that's the face pretty much done, I think. He's still an ugly little sucker, but I think I've done the best I can with him. Okay, so I lost some video clip here somehow, but for this next bit I just used my normal Iron and Dark Sun to sort of lemon yellow from Foundry and Nocturne Green to the Foundry Forest Green, same way as I have on the rest of my halflings. A little bit like that, and that's come out quite nicely. I'm going to put a bit of dark grey down for the trousers. Did some Rhinox hide on the hair and the base. On the hair to give that a bit of a tickle with some Budman's Glow to bring out that detail we unlock by stripping it. On the leather parts, just going over with some Earthshade just to pick out those details, but also just add some shadow around the waist there. And there he is, all ready to join my army. So let's do the size comparisons like normal. So here he is next to a Games Workshop Lord of the Rings character. As you can see, a little bit shorter, more sort of exaggerated. Probably the best fit with the Grenadier sort of copperstone sculpts that I've got. North Star copperstone sculpts get a little bit chunkier, but still he's a good fit with those guys. I think he'll fit well in the unit. And then there's the Midland miniatures. He's a bit smaller. I still think he goes quite well. And then one of the more common ones out there at the moment, the Wargames Atlantic Halfling, where he comes really up to his shoulders. But yeah, no, great little bit of fun. It's taken from this to this. I said ugly little face, but I'm glad I finally got at least one halfling from this company. And that's all for this video. Please let me know what you thought down in the comments. Maybe subscribe for more. And as ever, thanks for watching. Bye.